lovers, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a timeless tale that has warmed hearts for generations, the ant and the grasshopper. Let's get cozy and begin. Once upon a time, under the warm days of the summer sun, a tiny but determined ant worked tirelessly. From the first light of dawn until the stars began to twinkle, she bustled about, carrying precious bits of grain and seeds back to her snug little home deep beneath the earth. Her every movement was filled with purpose, a quiet rhythm of preparation. While the little ant labored, her friend, the grasshopper, had a very different idea of how to spend the beautiful day. He was a cheerful soul, full of music and life, and he spent his hours singing and dancing in the golden sunshine. His laughter echoed through the meadow as he strummed a tiny guitar fashioned from a leaf. Spotting his hard-working friend, he called out, "Come sing with me, Ant. The day is too lovely to waste on work." But the ant, pausing only for a moment, simply shook her head. "I can't, Grasshopper," she replied, her voice steady. "Winter will be here before we know it, and I must store food for the cold days ahead." "You should too." The grasshopper just giggled and performed a playful flip in the air. "Oh, winter is so far away," he chirped. "There's plenty of time to play. Don't you worry so much." And with that, he began to sing an even livelier tune, his voice carrying on the gentle breeze. While the diligent ant returned to her task, her focus unbroken, the golden days of summer slowly melted into the crisp, cool air of autumn. The sun's warm embrace grew weaker, the winds began to whisper with a chilly breath, and the vibrant green leaves painted themselves in fiery shades of red and gold before fluttering to the ground. The world was preparing for a long sleep. Then, one fateful night, a terrible storm rolled in. The sky, once a gentle blue, turned a menacing gray. Rain lashed down in icy sheets, and brilliant flashes of lightning tore across the darkness, followed by the deep rumble of thunder. The poor grasshopper, caught completely unprepared, shivered miserably under a single, drenched leaf. He was cold, desperately hungry, and utterly alone. The world he had danced in so freely had turned harsh and unforgiving. The next morning, weak and trembling, he dragged himself to the ant's tiny door, which was tucked securely underground, away from the biting wind. He knocked softly, his legs barely able to hold him up. When the ant opened her door, he looked at her with pleading eyes. "Dear ant," he said, his voice barely a whisper, "I have no food, I have nowhere to go. May I please stay with you until the storm passes?" Seeing her friend in such a sorry state, the ant's heart filled with compassion. She remembered his joyful songs from the summer, and she couldn't bear to leave him out in the cold. Without a word of scolding, she opened her door wider and welcomed him into her warm, well-stocked home. She shared her carefully stored food and invited him to warm himself by her crackling fire. The grasshopper, overwhelmed with gratitude, thanked her with tears welling in his eyes. Throughout the long, cold winter, the grasshopper didn't just take. He gave back in the ways he could. He helped the ant keep her home tidy, assisted with cooking, and, most importantly, filled the quiet underground hours with his cheerful songs, lifting their spirits when the world outside was bleak. They became true partners. When the first signs of spring finally appeared, melting the snow and bringing life back to the meadow, the grasshopper made a heartfelt promise. "Next summer," he declared, "I will work first and sing later. I've learned my lesson." The ant smiled warmly at her friend. "And I've learned something too," she said gently. "I'll remember that kindness and friendship matter just as much as hard work." From that day forward, they were the very best of friends, balancing work and play, preparation and joy together. And that's the story of the ant and the grasshopper, a beautiful reminder about balance, foresight, and compassion. What did you learn from their tale? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more classic fables. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.